What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, just another PokeTuber, coach of your Piedmont Tri-Kickers, coming at you today with Week 8 of Season 3 of SPDA Luxuryball Division. No matter how many times I say all that, it's going to always be a mouthful. But anyway, today we are taking on Cranks, coach of the Steel City Surge, who I'm just now realizing has a Dynamo in his logo. I actually like that. It's a pretty good touch. But anyway, Cranks, pretty threatening team, which consists of Greninja, Iron Hands, who I still have PTSD from, the Cinderace, who thankfully cannot Terra this time, the Skarmory, the Donphan. I just realized the Cinderace and the Iron Hands gave me PTSD, and they were used by the same person. That's kind of crazy. But anyway, Lucario, Sableye, Terra Rotom Heat, the Dragalge, and last but not least, the Terra Electrode Hisui. Yeah, there we go. Personally, I'm expecting probably the first 5 plus the Rotom Heat. I doubt they pull up with no Terra Captain. I also doubt you that you bring the freaking Electrode against me, considering I have a Fezandipity and a Goodra, who could also have Sap Sipper, mind you. I do think it's possible Sableye could come, but I'd be very surprised to see Lucario or Dragalge. So to combat this team, we decided first and foremost we're going to bring Peter Parker the Spidos. We are Focus Sash, Stake Out, Max HP, 4 attack, Max Defense, Impus Nature with Sticky Web, Spike, Circle Throw, and U-Turn. You know, just the standard stuff. This guy is mainly just here to, help with the Greninja matchup for, like, Cinderace, who, let's be honest, you guys already know he's coming. We have Spikes, mainly to break potential Focus Sashes. We have Circle Throw for pivoting, not pivoting, but phasing things in and out, and then we have U-Turn for pivoting, and we're Max Defense because, the special attacker is a Rotom and an Cinderace, so there's no point in running SPDA investment. They just roast us like hot chestnuts on an open fire anyway. So yeah, that's Peter Parker. Next on the team roster, we have the one, the only Turbo, the Goodra Hisui, who's rocking their leftovers this week. Sap Sipper for the ability, mainly in case the freaking the thing decides to come anyway, the Electrode. Because Gooey could be good, but then like his physical attackers are already slower than my whole team anyway, so it really didn't really benefit me to be Gooey. We are 204 HP, 236 special attack, 68 SPDF, sassy nature with heavy slam, flamethrower, thunderbolt, and surf. We should be able just to straight up one-shot the freaking Cinderace with heavy slam. Flamethrower, thunderbolt, and surf are just coverage options to hit, things my opponent has on their team. So like, we can surf into the Rotom, thunderbolt into the Skarmory, or we can use flamethrower, but we can also use flamethrower for the there's a thing we can flamethrower. I've kind of forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot. Flamethrower is kind of for flamethrower, or T-Bolt can be good for Skarmory, then T-Bolt can just be good for Greninja. But you guys get the idea. We just have different coverage moves and everything. That is Turbo. Next on the team roster is my Terra Captain for the week, because we're only bringing one. It's the one, the only Tokyo Ghoul, the Spirit Tube, who's rocking their leftovers. Pressure for the ability, Terra Poison because of that mainly because of that pesky Cinderace, and in general, like, we're not really, like, if Donphan comes, we have ways to, deal with it. We are max HP, max defense, 4 SPDF, Bolt Nature with Hex, Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, and Pain Split. Pain Split keeps us healthy with the with us having leftovers. If we Terra and then start clicking Toxic, we can't miss because we'll be a poison type. We have Will-O-Wisp in case we need to burn some of my opponent's pesky physical attackers, and then since we're running Willow Toxic, we can just click Hex. If we're Terra Poison, the Greninja might not be as tempted to just try to Dark Pulse us, so we might be able to like actually do good damage to it with Hex. But in general, this just seems like a really good send to my opponent's team. But yeah, that is Tokyo Ghoul. Next on the team roster is the one, the only Toph, who is rocking their Yachi Berry, considering my opponent does have multiple ways to hit me with ice moves, like we have the Ice Beam from Greninja, we have the Ice Punch from the Iron Hands, we have the Ice Shard from the Donphan. Now, the thing that makes Donphan different from the other guys, if Donphan Ice Shards us into Yachi, it shouldn't do more than half. But the other two guys, we kind of need to be close to full health just to even live the hit in the first place, because Iron Hands and Greninja just hit that freaking hard. But anyway, we're Sheer Force for the ability, 36 HP, 252 special attack, 220 speeds, because we're speed creeping the we're speed creeping something, guys. We're speed creeping something because we're not faster than an Cinderace, so there's really no point in trying to do that. I'm pretty sure I can't remember, but we're speed creeping something. We're Modest Nature with Earth Power, Sludge Wave, Grass Knot and Gravity. If we set Gravity, Rotom clearly does not take a hit from us. We have Grass Knot for the Donphan, and then we have Sludge Wave for the Enamorous, and everything else we can just Earth Power. And the things that are immune to Earth Power, well, we have Gravity for them, and they'll die. Like Stormry, Rotom, they're not taking a hit from us. But yeah, that is Toph. Next on the team roster is my alien that I've learned to not leave at home, the one, the only Deoxys, who's rocking his Power Herb. I know for the second week in a row, but it just seems good into this team. We are Pressure for the ability, 252 HP, 4 defense, 252 special attack, Monosager with Psychic, Thunderbolt, Meteor Beam, and Nasty Plot. If we can get a Nasty Plot up, we can kind of just start cooking the team around. Meteor Beam is mainly for Rotom, because if they're like a really bulky Rotom, we do kind of need to be like +3 to kill them with Psychic, but if we just click Meteor Beam, well, we don't have to worry about that. And then also if Sableye does come like this, like if we're already boosted, that should just straight up kill them. And then in general, Psychic and Thunderbolt are just good, like it just hits the whole team, bro. It just hits the whole team. So yeah, that is Deoxys. Next on the team roster, last but not least, I already told you guys when I was talking about Spidops that this guy was coming. It's the one, the only Carrot, the Cinderace, who's rocking their heavy-duty boots. Libero for the ability, 104 HP, 252 attack, 132 speed. Jolly Nature with Powerball, Gunk Shots, and Headbutt a U-turn. Basically just a move to hit everything. U-turn is for pivoting. Zen Headbutts lets us hit the Iron Hands. Gunk Shot lets us hit the what do you call that thing? We can hit the Enamorous, and then it's also just a really good option into hitting the Rotom as well. And then Greninja, if we have webs up, we can just U-turn and kill that thing. So yeah, we just have different moves to hit everything that we need to hit. And if we don't one-shot it, we probably two-shot it. But yeah, that is Carrot. That is the team. I've said everything that needs to be said, so without further ado, let's get into the battle. Good luck, have fun to my opponent Cranks. Hopefully this battle is a banger. So, as you guys can see, this is not my POV, and I apologize for that. So basically what happened during the game, my power went out. And what's crazy, it wasn't even out for long. I want to say it was out maybe for like a minute or 2 minutes, but by that point, so much game had been played that it's like it wasn't really much point in trying to put the as you guys know, if the power goes out, you can't use your little charging dock thing that we need to use to record stuff. So, of course, whenever the power came back on, it's like, well, so much of the game has been missed that if I tried to just stitch the parts back together, everybody would probably be like, hold up, there's like a big hole in this. So I decided just to post-com over my opponent's POV. I'm very grateful they sent it over to me. But yeah, we, like I said, in the in my team builder, we're taking on Cranks, coach of the Steel City Surge. So he brought the stuff that I thought he was going to bring: the Greninja, the Iron Hands, the Enamorous, the Skarmory, the Rotom, the Sableye. Honestly, I think I led off with, okay, so we led off with Goodra. See, when I see my names, I know who they are already. Now, what move did I click into the Sableye? I honestly do not remember. If I had to take a guess, honestly, I just don't remember, bro. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it a $150 plus 20 with you. I just do not remember. But I know we clicked a move. We clicked a move, and I know we clicked a move because, you know, we have to click moves against guys like this because, you know, moves are worth clicking. If I had to take a guess, maybe I clicked a... Honestly, I don't even know. But we're going to have to find out together. Oh, I clicked Flamethrower into this guy. Okay, that was cool. That was a nice play, Brandon. Oh, and we got the burn. Okay, cool. So the Hax gods are on our side this time, and he knocked us off, and I think I needed that because I'm pretty sure I was leftover. So yeah. So pretty sure this guy does not stay in front of us at the moment, or maybe he does. I mean, honestly, if he lets us have this thing, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all, because Sableye could be annoying, because from my perspective during the game, I don't know if this thing has T-Wave or not. We can see right here he does not have T-Wave, but during the game I didn't know that, and I'm sitting here like, well, you know, it could be annoying for Deoxys, because Deoxys does not want to get T-Waved, just doesn't want to. So we're clicking Flamethrower again, because if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, the thought process here was if we click Flamethrower enough, maybe eventually he goes into Rotom, and we can just click, because I'm pretty sure I ran Surf on this Goodra. Because I was thinking like, okay, eventually he might just go into Rotom, and I'm pretty sure I caught the Rotom with the Surf right here. We're about to find out together, guys. Overclock is coming in. I'm pretty sure I surfed right here. Oh, we Flamethrowered again. Never mind. Actually, did I even run Surf on this set? I'm not gonna lie, it's been so long since I actually looked at the team builder that I kind of forgot. Because we made this, because I made the team builder like a week ago, and I'm doing this like a week after. I can't remember if I have surf on this or not. Oops. I probably should have researched my own team before I actually came up here, shouldn't I have? But anyway, here we are with this, So he volt switched clearly. Probably expecting like a Draco. So I'm assuming, if I remember correctly, I think he just goes into Iron Hands here. Which, I mean, it is his AV mon, so it makes sense. So yeah. Oh, we did have Surf on the set. Okay, I remember my Pokemon. I know my Pokemon. So, do we stay in right here with our Goodra? I don't think we do. Because this is not a Chocolberry counter set. So, pretty sure we just swapped out here. Now, into who is a good question. I'm pretty sure we just go into, what's my boy's name? Pretty sure we just went into Spirit Tomb here. Pretty sure we just went, like, if we see Tokyo Ghoul pop up on the screen, it's definitely just Spirit Tomb. Is it Tokyo Ghoul? It is Tokyo Ghoul. See, I know my Pokemon. I know my plays. I know why things are here, guys. So, this thing just volt switched, though, which is kind of like, just so anticlimactic. Like, okay, you're just going to just volt switch? Like, okay, cool. You could have just tried to punch me. Like, you could have tried to fight me, like straight up. But now they're just going to go into their Enamorous. There's really no reason for them to not go into their Enamorous. If I remember correctly, we are... Actually, what is my Terra? Actually, I kind of forgot what the Terra type is on this. I'm not gonna be on. I'm just be completely honest with you. I'm keeping it a book, but I'm pretty sure like we swapped out here into the. Well, actually, did we go into Goodra here? Because at the end of the day, this is an Enamorous. This is an Enamorous. But yeah, I don't think I stayed in right here. I don't think I stayed in. And I don't think I terra'd. I'm pretty confident I did not terra. I'm pretty confident we just went back into, either we went into, I'm pretty sure we just went into freaking, what's his face? Turbo. But see, they were trying to play 4D chess with us, and they decided to withdraw before we withdraw, and then they're going back into this, and then we're going to go into our Turbo, because, Turbo doesn't mind taking it. Oh, actually, no, we were ballsy. We just freaking clicked Terra. Oops. All right, cool. Never mind. Okay, Brandon, from the past, you being bold? Yeah, being bold, but to be fair, I don't think we didn't bring Electros this game, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, it makes sense. So we're using Toxic because poison, Terra Poison Toxic means our Toxics can't miss at all. I kind of wish I remembered I had done that because I would have sounded so smart if I would have remembered that. Like, oh yeah, we're Terra Poisoning, so we can Toxic anything that comes in because they know we're Terra Poison and they don't want to die to a Terra Blast. Yeah, I should have remembered that. See, guys, I had a feeling I was Terra Poison, but I'm sitting here like, was that this game, that game? I'm just being honest. I've been so many drafts, I kind of lose track sometimes, but that's okay. That's why the content keeps coming. But clearly, they're not going to stay in right now because, we're a Toxic. Like, obviously, the Toxic should scream that we're Hex. So if they would have stayed in, that would have been kind of crazy. But, I know he's going to just swap out into something, and maybe we can just... I can't remember if I clicked Hex or if I just clicked Toxic again, if I'm being honest with you. Because he could have always just went back into the, not back into, but swapped into the Skarmory. However, there's also the, his unit HO4 since that thing. I just realized that, doesn't that mean, wait, am I thinking of HO3s? Actually, no, let me not think too hard about it. HO4 made me think of something. But anyway, he goes into his Data Ghost, the Greninja. And I'm just now realizing how cool that name kind of is, considering he's like a Protean and all that other stuff. But I'm pretty sure we just stayed in and just clicked Toxic again, or maybe we went into Turbo, because we kind of have no reason to not go into Turbo, but at the same time, Brandon of the past be making some very questionable decisions sometimes, so I'm not 100% sure what that guy decided to do. future Brandon tends to be smarter than past Brandon, so you guys got to keep that in mind. And please just forgive past Brandon of his, mistakes. So they clicked surf into us, obviously. Pretty sure we lost our guy. Oh, no, actually, no. Okay, there we go. EV investment. We clicked. Oh, yeah, we got some HP back. Pretty sure we died to another surf, though. I'm pretty sure we died to another surf. Guys, it feels like I'm watching this game for the first time, just like you guys are, because boy, this game was so long ago. But hey, we got that. We got to get that content out for you. So they're about to just surf again. We're gonna be like really low. We can't really pain split them because, or maybe we can. But regardless, they're surfing, so we went good. We went turbo. Because they're so turbo-y. They are so turbo-y, and we eat that up with no AV. But to be fair, our SPDA is like sky high. Like we're a whole Goodra. We are a whole Goodra. But at this point in the game, I'm pretty sure I was just thinking to myself, like, okay, we have some of these mons chipped, some of these mons are status, like, poison, the poison thing and the burnt thing. So, they're going to go into this now because, and it was not obvious. I've been realized this thing was AV because I'm just sitting here like, bro, like, you're super AV. And there was a point where I was starting to think, like, maybe you're Cobra Cloak because there's no way I've flamethrowered you this many times and you haven't been burnt, but at the same time, I've already gotten enough hacks, so let's not, try to stack more hacks. But it's very clear at this point that he's going to just hit me. I would have preferred to not lose my Goodra. I actually loved my Pokemon, unlike some people, so... But, if push comes to shove, I'm not going to lie, I just realized I actually don't like how the slime just drips off a Goodra. Well, I think it's just the color. Something about that yellow. It's kind of cringe now that I'm actually looking at it up close. See, this guy's video quality is a lot clearer than mine. I never noticed how yellowy that stuff looks. I really don't like it now that I'm looking at it. But I'm pretty sure we just went into freaking Spidops here. Or went into Toph. This was very ballsy. Because they could have ice punched us if they had it. If I remember correctly... I tried to make a read because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, okay, if you let this thing go down, you can't really break Goodra that well. So I tried to read like him swapping into something. I'm just going to tell you guys in advance. I tried to read him swapping into something. This would have been the freest, and I do mean the freest earth power of my life. But, you guys are going to see what I did. You guys are going to see what I did. You guys are going to see what I did. I'm going to just let you find out together, guys. Now, see, this is one thing of the game I do remember. See, I tried to read the Enamorous coming in. Or, even, the Scar. Something other than, But, unfortunately, because we came in on Drain Punch, we were too weak to take the Ice Punch. So, yeah, that happened. We could have just Earth Powered this thing. We could have just Earth Powered this thing. We probably don't kill because he's AV, but we definitely would have got a lot of damage off on it. Or, actually, I don't know. Should we have killed? Could we have killed? Maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, at the end of the day, we're a Landorus. You're in Iron Hands. So, I mean, if anyone's going to be catching these, well, we caught them. Can't you guys just tell I'm tired of seeing this freaking Pokemon at the moment? If you've seen the SDA video, If you know. If you haven't seen it, I'd definitely check. I recommend checking it out. Iron Hands, yeah, that was definitely an incident. But, let me stop shamelessly promoting my other videos in this video when I'm already post-commenting over someone else's video. We had to show shame somewhere, right? But yeah, so right here, I didn't really know what to do except just go into my Deoxys. Here's the auto delete button. Let's just go into our Deoxys. Because I'm sitting here bro, I'm tired of this freaking Iron Hands. And I don't care how strong you think you are. We are about to hit you. Or maybe I set up with Nasty Plot. I can't recall. Regardless, actually, no, we definitely set up with Nasty Plot because I remember calcing Thunder Punch and I was like, oh, we live this? Okay, I can live with that. So I'm pretty sure we Nasty Plotted right here because we saw Surf on Grin. So as far as I knew at the moment, okay, either you're fully special or maybe you're mixed with what's it called? Shadow Sneak, but I think if I remember correctly, the calc said Thunder Punch and the Shadow Sneak shouldn't kill me. Um, Granted, sometimes Showdown be getting these calcs wrong, so I have to acknowledge that. But I'm pretty sure we clicked the freaking nasty plot here, expecting this thing to come in. And there we go, nasty plotting it up. And you guys want to know what else I'm about to do? I'm about to meteor beam this guy. I'm about to meteor beam this guy. I can already tell you guys, I'm about to meteor beam this guy. I just realized, in general, the yellow does not look as good in this game. I don't know what it is. But anyway, I know for a fact I'm about to click meteor beam into this thing. Now I was a little hesitant because I'm sitting here like, do you have Thunderwave? Because if you have Thunderwave, then you kind of just ruined my guy. But if you don't have Thunderwave, okay. Because at this point we saw Willow, we saw Recover, we saw Knockoff. We just don't know what the last move is. The last move could have been T-Wave. The last move could have also been Taunt because we do have Mons like for example, if you bring a Mon like this, you're probably bringing it like against a Webs team. I would imagine you have Taunt. So I had the feeling he probably didn't have T-Wave, so we just stayed in and clicked the funny button. Now the only caveat to this is, can we connect the funny button? Because sometimes the funny buttons don't want to connect, and then it's not so funny. But it was funny this time because we blew this guy up. So yeah, we just, threw up some gang signs and just meteor beamed him down. So, he did get our kill on our Landorus, but now we got the kill on the Sableye. And because Sableye's out the way, I felt like we could start making more progress against the team. And in hindsight, I also have to say, I have to be happy that Sableye also didn't have Encore. That could have been annoying. But, as you guys know, we got that Thunderbolt on deck, so we're about to electrocute this bird. Or at least we would if he wasn't sturdy. He's a sturdy guy. So instead of us electrocuting him, he just, throws some wind in our face, and next thing you know, we're just out of here. But it is what it is. We've made a scene. Especially considering, since this thing had to come in and take the hit and whirlwind us, that means you're not going to get a chance to set any hazards. But then Spidops came out, and I'm sitting here like, well, yeah, you're slower than this thing. So if he sets hazards, they're kind of here to stay, and I don't like that. Now, whether or not I decided to click Sticky Web or just click U-turn, I honestly cannot remember. And looking at that damage, that is kind of pitiful. But actually, yeah, we just clicked Sticky Web. Actually, yeah, why not? Because Cinderace would really appreciate being faster than the Greninja, who we know is not Battle Bond, because your Protean revealed that you're like, And here's the crazy part about this, guys. Here's the crazy part about this. Spidops is about to get his first kill all season long. You guys gotta watch. Just watch. I want you to embrace this moment with me. Spidops getting the first kill he's ever gotten all season. Or maybe he's got other kills, I just forgot about it. But regardless, I want you guys to embrace this moment with me. Spidops, you have been a goat. You have been a goat, Spidops. You have been a goat. I do not know why I'm taking so long to click a move. What am I doing? Like, it's not anything to think about. You just click U-turn right here, past Brandon. What are you doing? Please just click U-turn. We are taking up precious time for no reason. Or did I click spikes here? Actually, no, we definitely U-turn on this guy, because I'm sitting here like, we're about to get up out of here. And Spidops gets his first kill ever in SPDA, at least under my tutelage, and he killed a Skarmory of all things. Good job, Spidops. I never thought I'd be saying that. Spidops killed a Skarmory. This is something you just do not see every day. But anyway, we are about to go back out into our guy, because I'm pretty sure we just went into, actually, we did not go into Deoxys right here like I thought I did. So future Brandon can be wrong about what past Brandon did. He decided to go out into his god dang, past Brandon went to a Cinderace. That's actually a reliable pick. Good job, past Brandon. Good job. Cinderace is a good pick. But right here, I knew one thing. This Rotom is probably in range of Gunk Shot. So I'm pretty sure we just clicked Gunk Shot here, or there's also the chance that I just clicked U-turn and then, started to pivot instead. Either I clicked Gunk Shot or I clicked U-turn. I honestly cannot remember. I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. Pretty good chance we U-turn, but it's also a really good chance we Gunk Shot because they are already poisoned. So yeah, but past Brandon decided, no, let's get some chip on this guy first because he's poisoned. He can't heal himself. And we're probably going to click Gunk Shot in the future because Rotom, your days are numbered. You're poisoned. You can't heal. You get the idea. But I'm pretty sure we just go into Turbo here because Turbo should still be alive. I'm pretty sure Turbo's still alive. I think the only thing we have that's dead is the Landorus right now. So we're looking pretty good in regards to like resources that are still around, which was, pretty great. Pretty great. So here comes our Spite Ops guy because, okay, if someone's going to die, let it be Spite Ops. I'm sorry to do that to you, Spite Ops, because, you're like the game MVP, bro. Like, you took out Skarmory, bro. Like, you put in so much work. You applied so much pressure. Like, I'm so sorry that had to happen to you. I'm really, really sorry. But anyway, we're here. We're just letting this thing get chipped even more and more. Now, right here, we might have went into Cinderace because I'm pretty confident this thing is in range of Gunk Shot now. And we did go into Cinderace. There goes my carrot. There goes my carrot. She about to drop that Gunk Shot. Or we might just U-turn again. I don't know. We do weird stuff sometimes at the Piedmont Triad Kicker Agency, if I'm being honest. Yeah, we just U-turned again. Makes sense. Makes sense. Because I'm sitting here like, we're going to keep chipping this thing down more and more and more. If it's not obvious, at some point we're going to gunk shot this goddamn Rotom. Or my memory might just be fried and I'm just making fake memories. Because, sometimes that does happen. Sometimes that does happen. But we went back into Tokyo Ghoul, and unfortunately for our guy, well, you guys are about to see, this is about to be very, very painful. This is about to be very painful. Yeah, he did that. Homie did that, and I think you guys know what's coming next. I think you guys know what is coming next. You guys already know. You guys already know. If you guys don't know, let's take, take the next 3 seconds to guess who you think is going to go in next. Just take the next 3 seconds to guess. Just take a guess. Take a wild guess. And if you guessed, drum roll, please. Dun, 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 dun. This thing, well, I'm going to let you guys find out. Let me not spoil the fun for you guys. You're going to find out all on your own. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. And honestly, I'm finding out all on my own, too. I am finding out all on my own, too. And now you guys are about to see a very funny thing. You're about to see a funny thing that I did. Well, actually, you're not going to see the funny thing that I did because you can't see my POV. But I'm going to let you guys find out. I'm waiting for him to click an attack, and I'm going to tell you the funny thing that I did. I'm going to let this guy attack, and I'm going to show y'all the funny thing that I did. If he ever attacks. I really wish I could hear what he's thinking right now. But yeah, he's going to eventually attack. It's going to eventually happen. Trust me, guys. Trust me. So y'all see this, right? He clicks Earth Power. And I want you guys to watch what happens to his HP bar after he clicked his Earth Power. Oh my gosh, I just realized how sad Spiritom's face looked when he dies. I feel so bad for you, buddy. I'm sorry. So you see how this thing lost some HP? Y'all saw that? You know what I did when I was playing this game? I was sitting here like, okay, is this thing scarfed? I was calcing scarfed. Like, are you scarfed right now? Because I didn't know if I want to go into Cinderace or not. But as you guys can probably guess, we're about to go into Carrot because when I did calcs, I was like, okay, we can live one scarfed Earth Power from this thing. Whole time, homie is Life Orb as crap, and if we would have missed the freaking, regardless if we missed the gunk shot, we just died, but it's the fact that, I did it again. I want to say this is like 2 weeks in a row where I've played somebody and they show me that they're Life Orb, but I'm asking myself, are you Scarfed? Are you Specs? Are you Banded? And it's like, well, you literally just showed it to me. You literally gave me the answer. Like, okay, we should have been thinking. But where we are in the game right now, Cinderace kind of just wins us the game. Iron Hands isn't beating us. Greninja's not beating us. Ogerpon lacks the HP to beat us. And if we connect a move onto this goddamn thing, yeah, you're just dead. And as we all know, my bunny hits his moves, and we love that. We appreciate you for that. So of course the Enamorus is dead. And now we're at a point where it's a lot easier for us to start making progress. Because like I said, Greninja's not beating us. We U-turn, the thing's dead. Rotom, gunk shot, you're dead. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure this is why I keep remembering me gunk shotting this thing. I knew at some point in time I gunk shotted this thing. I couldn't remember when I did it. I just could not, but I knew I gunk shotted this thing. At least I hope I did. I hope I didn't miss. Because, after I just said what I said about my boy not missing, if he misses right now, that would just make us look bad. But, my bunny don't miss like I be saying, because he's my bunny and he, I you know. But on some real stuff, though, like you guys know, I always support Cinderace because, I believe in my guy. But anyway, my opponent, probably just goes into this, which I kind of don't mind because at the end of the day, we're opposing type. So if you drain punch me, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, Cinderace just single-handedly started forcing progress to the team. Deoxys paved the way, and now Cinderace is just over here enjoying the fruits of their labor. So my opponent decides to go into this, and I'm pretty sure we're just going to U-turn on this thing because there's no reason not to. Because first of all, even you have Water Shuriken, it's not doing anything to us. And we already know that they're not Scarf because they didn't get a defense drop or whatever. But yeah, bro, we just U-turn. There's no reason not to. Because we're going to go into a Deoxys who is faster than you, can just Thunderbolt you, and then you can go into your little Iron Hands, but we have a Deoxys who's, going to just use his psychic powers to make things right. But yeah, Brandon, what is taking you so long? Just go into Deoxys. Thunderbolt, Psychic, that simple. Come on, Brandon. Deoxys, come on, Brandon. You got this. You got this, past Brandon. There we go, past Brandon. Yeah, Deoxys. There we go. Anyway, we're going to go into our Deoxys, take some Spikes Chip, but it's not the end of the world because we're pretty confident this thing doesn't have Shadow Sneak, and even if you do, you're like locked into being a water type right now, so, there's that. And actually, we might have just clicked Psychic because there was no reason not to, because of how low their HP is. We might have just clicked Psychic now that I think about it. Yes, see, past Brandon is kind of smart. All right, cool. He does do smart things sometimes because we want to make sure we could kill this thing. So yeah, Deoxys clearly just wins us the game from here. And I'm not going to lie. I told my friend Zach Mander this after the game. I really hate when he recommends Pokemon to me and they actually do good. This Deoxys ended the season for me with like 14 kills. So it was my kill leader for the season. This thing did pretty well. And I also want to say, usually in situations like this, like for example, the my power going out and then having to readjust, usually in situations like this, it kind of like tilts me in regards to my thought process and like what to do. So I do want to say I am pretty proud of myself that despite having that happen, we still, kept a level head and played our game. And as you guys can see, we're about to catch that dub to close out the season. So we're going to end the season with a 6-2 record. Playoffs start in they start from, at least from y'all's perspective, when y'all see this video, they're going to start this week, even though this battle was played like almost 2 weeks ago. But it's like a little play-in thing for like playoffs and stuff. But yeah, we closed out the season 6-2, and if I'm not mistaken, we're like third in the league right now because of that record as well. But yeah, GG's to my opponent, Cranks. That was a fun game, man. Thank you everybody for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, everybody, peace out.